Old Orchard Beach used to be nice. There's wild Canadians coming down. Cutting loose. They think that LL Bean is their Giorgio Armani. Canadians. They're like, oh, honey, put on some Bean tonight. I'm wearing Bean right now.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hey everybody, what's good? What's happening? Back in here one more time, the A&B show. Brad Tesh coming at you, as always, with my cohort, my partner in crime, the one, the only, the verbal assassin, the guy who speaks multiple languages, none of them well, Sean Valancourt.
What is up, Brad? None of them well. That's a very true statement.
Look at us just being fools. We'll talk about that too.
Fools. Let me tell you something. Okay, so I was working on a joke, and I told it about almost a year ago. And let me tell you something about Blue State, Washington. I love Washington State, okay? But Blue State, Washington can't take a joke, okay? Well, I said, everybody loves Canadians because everybody loves a diabetic. But I think Americans get a bad rap. Because the thing is that everybody thinks about Americans as just like, gun-toting, gun-loving, having the bomb, driving F-150 guys. You know what I mean? So everybody thinks as an American is driving around an F-150, shooting their guns off and have a bomb in their bed, right? So, that's an American. But the thing is that that's what makes Americans so friendly is the right to bear arms. Because you meet somebody you don't like, you can just shoot them. And people were booing, oh, you can't just shoot people. And it's like, but I said Canadians are diabetics. I mean, come on. It's like, come on.
Well, you're celebrating your right to bear arms today, so that's good.
I know. I do love America for that.
When you're bearing your arms, it's good.
It's something to put in a small arms locker. All right.
I'll shove you in the locker. A couple things. The thing about Blue Washington that you failed to realize is that they say that if you can take a dick, you can take a joke.
Right.
But the predominant vehicle of Blue Washington is Subaru. And so... do with that information what you will.
Oh, what you will. Man, oh man. Hey, so what did you think of last week's NFL's week?
I thought that it was crazy. What did you think?
Man. Upsets galore.
Yeah.
San Fran, number one team now in the NFC. No questions about it.
No ands, if, or buts.
Joe Flacco comes off the couch and is averaging 250 yards a game.
Yeah.
Cleveland is definitely strong in the driver's seat for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And cannot be slept on.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is making it quite clear that his season's not done yet. Him and the Bills. And
okay.
And Patrick Mahomes crying on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about Patrick Mahomes crying on the sidelines that ticks me off is that how many calls went his way season, especially last year's playoffs, how many calls went his way?
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to apologize for Patrick Mahomes. I will just say this. As a lifelong football fan, and I started watching games that I remember watching games at 6 years old.
Okay.
Right, I'm 44, so I've watched a decent amount of football games in my life. Watching an offensive offsides that didn't blow the play dead immediately is something that I am not familiar with.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Do you agree or not? Yes or no?
Well, there's phantom whistles the year before, so
I don't disagree with you. Listen, I'm just saying it's a weird penalty. Can we disagree to that?
It's not something common, but it still was an offside. It was clearly an offside.
100% agree. I'm just saying it was weird.
Yeah, it was clearly an offside.
It was offsides 3 plays before that, and 7 plays before that, and 19 plays before that as well. It's this. My beef is this with the NFL is this weird emphasis on rules that happen in weeks that they show up in weird spots. That's my beef.
Like phantom whistles.
Yes.
Okay.
I had the same problem last year. I have a problem with the officials. Again, I'm not making... Patrick Mahomes handled it terribly.
Yeah, like
Terribly.
a baby. Like I was
Listen.
shocked. Him and Andy Reid.
Listen, on
were
that
whining.
yes, 100%.
Whining.
When Patrick Mahomes went at that side judge afterwards,
Yeah.
I thought he was going after him for missing Von Miller being offsides on 4th down.
Right.
Because he jumped offsides. Von Miller got a head start. He was offsides on 4th down. Be more pissed off at that than your receiver not checking in with the guy.
Whatever. Listen.
I'm just saying it's been called 11 times this year. You know how many times it was called previously in 10 years prior to this? Guess.
0?
Twice.
Okay.
Twice in 10 years, 11 times this year.
All right.
It's strange.
Nevertheless, it got called.
It did.
Nevertheless, Patrick Mahomes cried.
And it didn't cost them losing the game. They
Nevertheless-
played like trash.
Nevertheless, Patrick Mahomes got advantages from calls.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Yeah.
sometimes
And listen, I hope they
the
show-
rain doesn't fall on you.
I hope they show that Travis Kelce play when he goes in the Hall of Fame, even though it didn't count.
Oh, absolutely. Travis Kelce.
It was a great play.
It was.
Right?
Yeah.
And we can all agree that it was I get it was a play that shouldn't have happened. But Kadarius Toney did not get an advantage by having his big toe over the line on that play. So they should show that play when it goes to Travis Kelce. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my goodness.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Again,
all right.
a flag is a flag is a flag,
it's a
right?
flag.
I understand he broke the rule and it should have been a flag. I'm not arguing it should have been a flag.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all.
Uh-huh.
I'm not. They should show the play though, because
Hey, you know what? He took advantage of calls like that for him. This time it went against him.
again,
It's
I'm not
called- it's
appalled.
called
I'm not.
sports.
I'm not saying the call was bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they should show the play, because sometimes we'll be like, "Oh, this was the greatest play," but there was also this weird penalty that erased it. But that penalty allowed that play to happen. What I'm saying is that penalty didn't allow that play to happen. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because no one knew. The cornerback didn't know that Kadarius he was offsides.
Right.
I'm telling you that shit right
Okay.
now. That cornerback did not play less on Kadarius, and he didn't throw the ball to him. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, your 7-6 Bills are locking up the AFC East. I get it.
I don't think so. I mean, Miami dropping that game to Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's the first time Miami dropped the game to a team below 500.
It's the first time they lost at home all year.
That too. So them and the Cowboys.
It's also the first time in 762 games a team that was down by 14 points with 3 minutes left has lost the game.
I know, that's crazy.
So-
That's crazy. But
A lot of
here's,
real
here's the
wild
thing.
things.
You were talking about, Miami, real players. It's the same thing with Philadelphia. Real players? I don't know. Dallas put a beating on them. Now they're number one in the NFC East.
Yeah. Dallas put a beating on them. Sure. Anyone could have put a beating on that Philadelphia team.
Yeah. Stephen A. Smith is now talking about...
It's still 37-1 teams that have won the week after playing the 49ers.
Yeah. It's crazy. Stephen A. Smith is trying to make an argument about Dak Prescott being the MVP this year. I still think it's Deebo Samuel, but that's just me.
Stephen A. Smith says a lot of things. He probably thinks that Jaden Daniels, the Heisman Trophy winner from LSU, even though he didn't take his team to a bowl game. But it's fine.
Detroit losing to Chicago.
That was a big surprise.
That shouldn't have happened. Tampa right now is number one in the NFC South.
Just like we thought it would be, right?
Indianapolis dropping that one to Cincinnati, though. I mean, your boy Ritter is,
Nope.
he's looking good.
Jake Browning.
Jake Browning.
Put some respect on Jake Browning's name.
Browning, he's looking good. He's looking good. But now, are you starting to look at, okay, so the Bengals are trying to make it into the playoffs. The Cleveland Browns, I think, made the greatest. This is the first time I can say the Cleveland Browns made a great signing. Usually they make some stupid ass thing. They went and they saw Joe Flacco was just sitting there watching NFL football and went out and got him.
Yeah. The sun shines on a squirrel's ass every once in a while, you know what I mean?
That's 2 straight weeks, buddy.
Okay.
2 straight weeks.
What do we say about good backup quarterbacks?
3 games? Is that it?
They'll win you 3 games,
Yeah.
they can't win you 6?
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, what happens if Joe Flacco outplays Deshaun Watson and takes the job? Isn't that crazy? Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy news.
Yeah, it is.
Joe Flacco wins his second Super Bowl on the Cleveland Browns. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it will, but that would be crazy. That would be crazy. And it's not out of the realm of possibility.
It's not. I pause because that makes Joe Flacco the greatest quarterback in Browns history if that happens.
It's true.
Supplanting Bernie Kosar, right? Right now, you got to say Bernie Kosar is the greatest Browns quarterback, right?
Easily, yeah.
Joe Flacco leapfrogs him if he wins the Super Bowl.
If he wins a Super Bowl, absolutely.
What a world.
The same thing with Nick Foles, right? He's got to be the greatest quarterback in Eagles history, then.
I don't know about that. There's been more winning in Philadelphia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. But,
if there was more playoff wins in Cleveland, we could make an argument that Bernie Kosar could not be leaped over, but...
Were you grossed out seeing that score with the Vikings and the Raiders? Was that gross?
Yeah.
I would be so upset.
I mean,
kind of. Did I go to a soccer game?
Yeah, because...
Did I go to a soccer game and see this? Are you kidding me?
I wasn't necessarily grossed out as much as I was impressed because I had no value in the game. I wasn't watching
gross.
it or...
If I paid that kind of money and the final score is 3-0...
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah. Leading rusher, 66 yards. Leading receiver, 53 yards.
Grotesque.
3-0.
Ugly.
You ever seen it?
Never. Ugly play. It's ugly. Oh well, it's what it is, right? It's what it became. How about the Jets beating up on the Texans like that?
Yeah. We got that wrong.
Zach Wilson, holy smokes!
Zach Wilson comes out and throws for 300 yards.
He took on his best Aaron Rodgers that day.
He just treated that Houston defense like it was his mom's book club. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And then the other New York quarterback, old Danny DeVito.
Whatever
his name is.
DeVito there.
You see the picture of his agent before the game?
No.
Oh, I'll show it to you. Whatever. Just think about whatever the most New York agent you could ever imagine is. And that's what this guy looks like.
Imagine.
Pinstripe suit, bowler.
See, I was just going to say, I was going to imagine the Kingpin from the Spider-Man.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Hey, what about Baltimore having to go into overtime and win off a punt return against the Rams?
It's great. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Rams this season, wow. Is it time for them to, blow the whole thing up?
No.
It ain't working.
No. It's the year. They knew this was going to be the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what his agent looks like.
He's so New York.
It's a family business, right?
He's so New York.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah. Having said that, though, so lots of surprises. We're not out of the woods yet. Playoffs, I think only the Niners right now clinched.
Yeah.
That's the only team that clinched right now.
I believe that's correct.
So, and then we had a Thursday night game that just happened.
Yeah, which is the complete polar opposite. So Las Vegas goes from scoring no points to scoring 63 points on a Thursday night.
Toby Staley's job is...
63 points! I don't know, you apparently haven't been paying attention. Stanley got fired.
He did,
morning, so he's no longer a head coach.
Yeah, he can't be.
No. Not of that team.
It's just ugly.
63? They already questioned your team's defense or your team's commitment, and you gave up 63? And you gotta love Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce, the interim head coach for the Raiders, right? He wants to be head coach, right?
Yeah.
You hear about his halftime speech?
No.
It was basically they were up, I think, 28-0 at half, something like that. 35-0, something big like that. And he walked in the locker room and was like, "We ain't done. Don't let off the gas. Mash that thing through the floorboard. Let's go." We'll walk back out.
Yeah.
63. In most years, that'd be the highest scoring year.
But it's not.
No.
70 is.
Yeah, because, Russell Wilson and Sean Payton laid an egg and
Yeah. But, I mean, dude, here's the thing. Is that you have this Jekyll and Hyde Raiders team. And the Chargers... Well, they're not very good, are they? Without Justin Herbert, they're not very good. Period.
They're not good with Keenan Allen. They're just not good at all.
They're just not good.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
So right now, it looks like San Francisco is the only team that has clinched a playoff berth, and the Carolina Panthers and The New England Patriots are the only two teams that have been eliminated going into this weekend.
Not a big surprise.
Which is something crazy to say, given the last night's debacle with Chargers, but they're still
they're still in the hunt.
Still an outside chance.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Still an outside chance.
Wow. Well, I mean, here's the thing: is that Kansas City can actually lose.
You want parity, folks.
The AFC West to the Denver Broncos.
You got parity. You want parity, kids? This is where it is. We got it here for you.
You know, it's funny, right? Because the early weeks, we were all counting Denver out, and here they are.
Yep.
Still here.
They're just one game back.
Yeah.
One game back.
So now we're going to
So three games on the Saturday slate, which is, the time of year we are.
That's right. It's Christmas. It's
the Christmas weeks. We get Saturday football, so we get Friday, little Thursday football. Friday's the day off. We get games back to back to back on Saturday. So it's kind of like Thanksgiving, where you don't get control over the games you watch, but there's still football on, which is fun. Opening up with the Vikings and the Bengals. The Josh Dobbs miracle has ended. He's been demoted. Nick Mullins is going to start that game against my guy, Jake Browning. Cincinnati is hosting the Bengals, and they're a 3-point favorite at home.
So coin flip, but I want to give it to the Bengals. They haven't proven anything that they can't do this, and especially after what I saw with Minnesota last week with a 3-0 victory. It's like,
can't score.
But the Bengals are scoring.
The Bengals are scoring. They have all the weapons. Everyone's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of their starting quarterback, everyone's healthy. Jake Browning looks in control of that offense.
He sure does.
Seems to have his confidence.
Yeah.
The Bengals walking away.
And 3, I think, is not enough.
Yeah, I think it's short.
Yeah.
If you're the betting kind, I would imagine you would want to
go over a little. Yeah.
Push the other way if you want.
Yeah.
Squeeze some more dollars out of that side there. The second game of the afternoon will be the Steelers traveling to Indianapolis. Indianapolis is a 1.5 point favorite at home.
Boy, I don't even know what to call this game.
I don't either. The Steelers are 7-6.
I know. I don't know.
Well, same as the Colts. Both teams 7-6, both fighting for their playoff lives.
And I think it's going to be...
You got Pittsburgh in third place in the AFC North, and you got Jacksonville chasing down. They're only a game out of the AFC South from chasing Jacksonville.
Yeah. Man. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh on this one. I am. I think that they've lost enough. They're going to say enough's enough, and that defense is going to take over. Enough. That defense is going to take over. That's the only thing. That's what I think.
I don't know, man. The Colts defense has been really coming on.
It has been. It has been. All right. I like it.
And then the nightcap, we've got the Denver Broncos traveling to Detroit to face the Lions. The Lions are a 4.5 point favorite at home. The Lions have some explaining to do. Lions
have dropped 2, right, of the past.
They've lost. Let's see here. I think so. I think you're right. Let's find out for sure. Check the Wayback Machine. They just have lost 1. Just one. On a 1-game losing streak.
But they have to be a 1-2 then over the past 3. Then
sure. They're 6-3 in the conference, 2-2 in the division, 5-2 away, 4-2 at home.
Yeah, it's man.
I think the Lions get back on track. One thing we've learned about Dan Campbell, and he said this in his press conference on the way out, and I tend to believe him. He said, maybe I wasn't as direct this week as I should have been, and that's on me. I'll correct that.
Right.
I think we see a team playing with their hair on fire.
They want the NFC North, and if they want the NFC North, they're going to have to really give it to the Broncos, and the Broncos have turned it around over the past several weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to pick the Lions, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be by a field goal.
Yeah. The Broncos are 3-3 on the road this year. 4-5 out of conference, and so I'll just I'm going Detroit.
It's a coin flip, really.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's not. I think it's Detroit.
I think Detroit wins it too, but I think it's by a field goal. I think it's a close game. I do.
Yeah. This line is interesting. The Jets are traveling to Miami to play the Dolphins. Dolphins are favored by 9.5.
I don't believe that one bit. Not one bit.
Based on what?
Based on.
Well, I mean, how the line is set.
Based on it's a divisional game.
Tyreek Hill missed a good portion of that game on Monday night.
Yeah.
And you saw that Tyreek Hill has the same impact on the Miami offense that Deebo Samuels has on the San Francisco offense.
Absolutely. You can't say Tua is an MVP. He needs Tyreek. No. He needs those guys.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the Jets, this is a divisional game, and I think the Jets want to play spoiler. Give me the Jets on this one. I'm going with the Jets. So
Outright?
outright, I'm going with the Jets. I say the Jets beat the Dolphins. Dolphins are reeling right now. Dolphins are going to be in a tailspin. They got a really tough schedule coming up, and I think this is the beginning of it. I think this is the beginning of the crumbling.
I don't know why you hate marine animals so much. I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Are you taking it for the full 9.5?
No, but I'm still taking them to win.
All right.
I think they still win.
All right.
The Texans are visiting the Titans. Tennessee's a 4-point favorite. It sounds like C.J. Stroud, the standout quarterback for the Texans,
is going to miss that game.
Not going to play. They're also going to miss Nico Collins, their number one receiver. And so Texans going in down a large weapon and their quarterback.
Yeah.
Titans on a big heater off that Monday night game. Right,
Yeah.
Lil Levis looks like he's got something going for himself.
Momentum is something, eh?
Yep.
I'm going to go with the Titans on this one, too, I think.
Yeah.
As much as I would love to go with the Texans.
Tennessee's not out.
I know they're not out. They're
This is
playing
the
for their
division
playoff
game,
lives.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Packers making the way to Lambeau. Green Bay's a 3.5-point favorite
Over who? The
over
Bucks?
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If this game was in Tampa, I think I have a different opinion, but it's not. I'm going Green Bay.
You're going with Green Bay?
Yeah. I just think Green Bay has too many weapons, and the home field is too much for Tampa to
What does
overcome.
Tampa have? Tampa has weapons.
Not in that frozen tundra, son. Come on, this is December. This is
Tampa has
December in Green Bay.
Give me Tampa Bay.
What
Tampa
has
Bay.
Baker done in the cold? What has Mike Evans done in the cold?
Whoa, Baker's won in the cold.
Did he?
Yeah, in Cleveland, of course.
When he was 0-16?
He was never 0-16. He came in the draft year after that. You're thinking about Deshaun Kaiser.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
So when he was 1-15, did he win his one game in the cold?
They were 1-15. They were. Listen.
2-15.
Baker
2-14?
is not unfamiliar with the cold. Okay. So I am going with the Bucks. I say the Bucks are going to end Green Bay's playoff hopes here.
Okay.
And I want Baker to win. I want Baker to win. I want him to keep that. I want him to get the 500.
Hold on. Yeah, that'll put him at the 500 for sure. Yeah. Green Bay needs it bad to stay in contention.
Yes, they do.
North.
Yes, they do. And I'm not saying that it's. I'm saying it's going to be decided by a field goal. I don't think it's a high-scoring affair because if it is that cold, it's not going to be a high-scoring affair. So whoever makes the most mistakes
in Green Bay. Okay. Well, there you go.
Hey, Danny DeVito gets to play the New Orleans
The
Saints.
resurgent Giants are on their way to the Saints. The Saints favored by 5.5 points. You believe that?
Wow.
You believe what have the Saints done to get a 5.5 point favorite?
That at home they haven't done a thing. I think
They're 500 at home.
Yeah, I think the Giants have a little mini winning streak going on here too. That's on the line, and I can't believe they're giving them 5.5.
The Giants have won 3 in a row.
Yeah, so
But they're terrible on the road.
give me New York. I'm going upset city, baby. Upset city. Giants by 3.
Yeah, hard to argue with you. David Carr is terrible at the end, right? End of years, they don't have any weapons left. Yeah, give me the Giants. Brian Daboll's found his new starting quarterback. They got to figure out how to get rid of Danny Dimes.
Yeah, I think his days are numbered. Yeah.
I don't know if they can. They're strapped.
Well,
they're
I
cash
think
strapped. He's
that
going to be the backup.
And also, didn't they just sign him to a big?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They just signed him in the
that's
offseason.
crazy. That's crazy. And he hasn't done anything. Daniel Jones hasn't done anything. Like, what have you done?
That's the big thing with NFL quarterbacks, right? When this market keep getting reset and owners feel like they've got to pay their guy. It's almost like, never mind.
You're paying for mediocrity.
It's a bad comparison, but
Oh,
like rich guys will pay for their wives to get plastic surgery, so they think they have the hottest wife.
I think the wives are complicit in that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the quarterbacks are too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like Dak's not like, no, Jerry, don't pay me all this money.
Don't do it, Jerry.
Daniel Jones wasn't like, hey man, I don't need to be the highest, like one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. But they always guys want to march around their highest paid quarterback in the league, resetting the bar.
How many touchdowns does Daniel Jones have in his young career?
Not enough.
I bet you I'd say maybe 25. If I'm a betting man, I'd say he has 25 touchdowns, pass touchdowns altogether. Daniel Jones.
He has more than that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Want to make a gentleman's bet on it?
Let's see.
We're making a gentleman's bet?
Let's see.
Career?
Yeah, career. You gotta look at career.
62.
He has 62 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Where do they all come from? What in the world? Okay.
He had 24 in 2019 alone.
All right, screw him. All right. 62. Still, that's still.
It's
disgusting.
not a lot, but it's not 25.
Yeah, it's a little better than 25. All right.
It's not 25.
I was at least halfway there.
No, it's Canadian math.
If we put the
If you round down,
we put the exchange rate of those touchdowns, American touchdowns to Canadian touchdowns. Yeah, I'm about on par. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's be halfway there. I'm about on par right there. Canadian exchange rate. Exactly correct. All right.
Okay. It's so silly.
You forgot about the exchange rate.
I did. Sorry.
Right,
I forgot about the exchange rate. Damn New York exchange rate touchdowns. Falcons are traveling to the Panthers with their 3-point favorites. It feels. I mean, what is Carolina playing for outside of pride at this point?
Maybe just to be a spoiler. That's about it.
Their winning percentage.
No, it's abysmal.
Starts with a 0.
Of course it does. They play this many games. They have one victory. It's terrible.
It's just whatever.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Give me.
Yeah. It's the Falcons if we're moving on.
Yeah, it's the Falcons.
Still can't pronounce it right. In the way of the Bears and the Browns, the Brownies are a 3-point favorite at home. What do you do with Chicago now after what we just saw?
Yeah, I know. Justin Fields is trying to hold on to his job, I think. I think that...
Trying to increase its value or something.
Absolutely. But here's the thing, okay? Even though Myles Garrett's playing with one shoulder, even though...
You don't need a shoulder to tackle.
That's exactly it. Even though that team's a little banged up, I believe in the Browns. This whole entire 3-point thing is because, I don't know, they don't have any faith in Joe Flacco. I have no idea. I believe in the Browns. I think the Browns are going to get it done. And it wouldn't even surprise me if they win by 10 points. It's that Chicago Bears team. Okay, so you have a little life in you. I think it's too little too late.
Yeah.
And this Browns team has rallied around each other here, Like,
yeah, there are 2-5 on the road, the Browns are. They don't travel well.
They don't travel well.
Sorry, the Bears are.
The Bears? Yeah, the Bears don't travel well. And Cleveland... There's a resurgence there right now.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I'm taking Cleveland.
Yeah.
God, we're away on some of these things and together on some of them. The Chiefs, 8-point favorites going into the Patriots organization.
So the Chiefs are going to get it right finally, right? They're going to feast? Is that it?
I don't know. How much pride does Bill Belichick have?
Well, he has pride. He wants to win.
I know. So do you really count him out?
No, you can't count him out. You can see a surprise all of a sudden. But and the thing is that honestly, Kansas City has not showed. They have not showed any fight these past few games.
They're a Trojan horse.
They're just a shell of what they were. But I don't think they're going to lose to New England. I don't.
Man, that defense is playing better.
They are. I just don't think...
Kansas City's offense is not great.
If Kansas City falls to New England, their season's done, bro. It's like, how can you look yourself...
I know, and you know who loves that? Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I think Kansas City squeaks by with a victory, but I think Kansas City gets the I think they get on the winning track finally this week. Finally. Think about that. They come out of the bye and they're just horrid.
Yeah. There's a big part of me that wants to see the Patriots win this game, so I'm just going to pick the Patriots.
All right, there we go.
Put that good energy out there.
Man, we are picking upset cities right in the center. It's crazy.
Here's a game we're going to agree on. 49ers are visiting the Cardinals, where the 49ers are 12-point favorites on the road.
This is just
really a formality.
Is it a formality?
How many times does Kyler Murray get sacked? 12?
12 points. Yeah, it sounds about reasonable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kyler Murray is going to have a horrible day. That defense is clicking. That offense is clicking.
Kyler Murray over under four touchdowns, taking the over or the under. Or sorry, 4 turnovers, not touchdowns.
Oh, 4 turnovers. I'll go with the under. I'll go with the under on that.
I'm taking the over.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Unless something catastrophic happens, like Deebo Samuel's going down or something like that.
Sure, but even then,
San Fran.
Brock Purdy leads the league in so many statistical categories.
Yes.
I think he can do one game without Deebo. I don't think he can do multiple games without Deebo.
I think
we saw that.
Yeah, I think it's... Man, how do you even prepare for a team like that? How do you?
They're just going to beat you up. It's terrible.
Yeah. They're
It's like living the Friday where just you hear like the beach crews are just squeaking his way down the sidewalk. You know?
Arizona's Super Bowl was against Dallas, okay? They're not going out anywhere else. They're losing.
They're going to try to win, but they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Commanders are flying into Los Angeles to face the Rams, where the Rams are 6.5-point favorites. Word today is that Brian Robinson, the standout running back from the Commanders, is not going to play because of the hamstring injury.
Interesting.
So I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah.
Sam Howell is a fun quarterback to watch. Turns it over a lot. It's been sacked a league high 58 times this year so far.
Crazy.
So the Rams defense, if they do anything well, it's Aaron Donald creating pressure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think
Sam Howell's downside, and so I have the Rams.
Yeah, I'm sorry, he's not getting
Yeah, it hurts
another.
my feelings.
It's the Rams. As much as I hate to me, it's disgusting to even say it, but yeah, I'm sorry. Anybody that's a Rams fan, I know you exist.
I mean, not in your home stadium because it's more than 50% fans there, but it's fine.
Man. Then we have the Cowboys and the Bills.
Cowboys and the Bills.
So
The Bills are 2.5-point favorites at home.
Yeah. Here's where.
Which, by Sean's logic, means they're underdogs.
Absolutely. Here's the wheat and the chaff, my friend. This is the wheat and the chaff right here, okay? You want to talk, Stephen A. Smith wants to talk about MVP. They want to talk about this stuff right here. Dallas needs to win this game. So does Buffalo, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, has to.
But, I don't know. If Dallas beats Buffalo, I will say that that's a legit team, but Dallas Cowboys. But I'm sorry, I think Buffalo's got something. They've rallied around their head coach.
Dallas is 500 on the road.
Yeah,
They're 7-0 at home.
right.
They need to win this game to even think about having home field minus the NFC Championship game, which is going to run through
San Fran.
Yeah.
No, I think Buffalo is going to take it to them. They're going to squeak it out, another close one. Sorry, Cowboys fans. But if you guys do win this, I'll say you got a legit team.
Here's the thing that I think would worry me if I was a Buffalo Bills fan, is that since Matt Milano went down, right, your star linebacker,
Right.
the Buffalo Bills rank in the bottom 7th, right? They're 30th, 26th, and 27th in middle passing percentage, right?
Right.
Like slants and all that fun stuff, which is Dak Prescott's favorite throw. So they have to figure that problem out.
They do.
If they don't have an answer for how to clog that middle up and stop that throw, it's going to be a lot of Dak Prescott nauseum all week long.
Yeah.
But
as I stated, it's not without the realm of possibility. I mean, of course, Dallas can win this game. I just feel that Buffalo right now, backs against the walls. I think they're going to lay everything out. I do.
Yeah.
I think they've rallied around their coach.
Yeah.
Their coach brought in under some scrutiny there for commentary. Since then,
someone made that shit up. That's not even a real try. That's not even a real commentary. That's so silly.
So since then, they've just rallied around him. That could be right there a momentum shifter.
Could be.
You know.
Could be.
So yeah, good luck, Cowboys. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Okay. Taking the Bills?
Yeah.
Okay. Me too.
And over.
This on principle.
Yeah.
Oh, Bills over.
Yeah.
I like it. Ravens are traveling to Jacksonville to play Jaguars. Baltimore is a 3.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I do. It's Baltimore all day.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know, but I like to see Jacksonville win. I don't think they pull that one out.
No.
How do you? That is the AFC's. Nobody is talking about the Ravens. Nobody is there saying, "Oh, Ravens this, Ravens that." It's kind of like they're the forgotten team out there. Everybody's talking about Sanford. Everybody's talking about Dallas.
Yeah.
Everybody's forgotten about Baltimore.
Yeah.
How can you sleep on Baltimore?
Because they just go to work and do their job.
That's exactly it. Yeah. That's the most blue-collar team, besides the Browns. The Baltimore Ravens are the most blue-collar team out there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's over.
Baltimore's
It's
pushed.
over!
And then we go to Monday night where the Philadelphia Eagles are traveling to Seattle as a 3-point favorite.
I don't know, man.
Sounds like Geno Smith will play in this game.
Yeah. Does that matter? Does that even matter?
I personally would rather see Drew Lock the rest of the way, just to see what we have in Drew Lock.
I would agree with you on that. I think... Okay, so the Seahawks have dropped six in a row?
I believe 5.
5 in a row?
Yeah.
And this is the team they have to try to get it right with? The Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah. Oh, the Seahawks dropped 4 in a row.
4 in a row?
Yeah, it'll be 5. It'll be 5 after Monday.
You think so? Because anything can happen.
Anything can happen. It's Monday night. Seahawks usually are good on national TV games.
Yeah.
The win streak or the loss streak after playing the Cowboys or the 49ers is real.
But do you think that Philadelphia gets their train back on track and it's on, unfortunately, national TV in Lumen Field?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that.
I think, here's what I say. If Seattle has any fight in them, and we'll know in that first quarter, if they have any fight in them, they could pull this one out by 3.
That's why it's a 3-point game. I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
I just, we're talking about, are we betting with wallets, are we betting with hearts? And
Well, if I'm betting with wallets right now, I have to go with the Eagles winning this one by 3.
Yeah.
But
I
really want to see Seattle pull that one out.
I'm betting Seattle either way because I just think that they're home, like on national TV, not even, we disagree on what happened on Thanksgiving, but I think Seattle usually shows well.
But DK Metcalf has showed up now for 2 games. I don't know why he got ejected in that last game there. I don't know what
reputation.
It's like, but
it's reputation.
He showed up for the past 2 games, and if we see that again from DK,
if Kenneth Walker's another week back, right? He's another healthy. We get a running game again.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, that's the thing, right? And your defense is not shabby. They can get you a few balls.
The defense is great in the first half. The problem is that they can't sustain it in the second half because the offense goes 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
Yeah, you just can't. You have to be good.
You have to have some drives that goes, and they just don't have it, and then
you need to string together a few first downs in order to get them some rest. So
that's what happens.
Yeah. So it's not without the realm of possibility that Seattle can pull this out. It's going to be a close game, though. Yeah.
It is. Okay, well, that wraps up the NFL chatter. Let's talk about this Shohei deal. Major League Baseball was kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for the drop. We're seeing some other deals, kind of low end things, the meetings in the winter, where the GMs all attend. There'll be some more chatter that's coming up soon, so we'll talk more about that. But this Shohei deal is crazy in that it's $700 million.
Right.
So much of it is deferred.
Deferred to the last season.
Even after that. It's crazy.
It's $680 the last season. He's getting paid $2 million for the next 9 seasons because he wants a winner, right?
Yep.
Smart stuff.
Yep. And then
smart stuff right there.
Yep.
Then on top of that, he also put a stipulation that I think the operations guy there has to stay.
2 people, the operations guy and I think the general manager. If either of those 2 guys lose their jobs,
that deal is null and void all of a sudden.
Well, no. He has the ability to opt out.
Yeah. So, null and void.
No. It means that if he doesn't like the successor, he has the ability to become a free agent and go somewhere.
That's exactly it. I mean, really, you've kind of handcuffed this organization I like the restructuring of the deal. I do like that because now it allows you to go out and get other players to make a winner.
Yeah. I can't believe the players' union signed off on it, to be honest with you.
It's insane, right? It's an insanity thing. I can't believe one player is getting that much money. It's crazy.
The value was high.
He's not even pitching the first year and a half.
Not surprising. The value didn't really surprise me. I think it was inside the realm of possibility.
Absolutely,
But
absolutely.
the structure is mind blowing.
And on top of that, it's like, okay, you've definitely made the argument that the Dodgers going right out, depending on who else they sign,
Yeah.
are definitely got to be favored World Series champs. I mean,
Well, they were already in the strong running to be favorites anyway.
and now you see the Yankees doing the exact opposite from what they did the season before.
Yeah.
This season,
Yeah.
just loading up with Verdugo, with Soto.
Yeah.
And it's like that's a scary proposition in the AL East when you think about
Maybe
it.
if it works.
If it works, A,
Yeah.
and B, can you get some pitching in there as well?
Yeah.
You need some
$1,000,000
bullpen.
question.
You need all that.
The Dodgers this morning traded for Trevor Glasgow from the Tampa Bay Rays
That's crazy.
and signed him to a 5-year deal in the trade.
Yeah.
So now you've got you're getting real
That's
pitching.
real pitching there. Yeah.
Real pitching, real steep in LA. You've got Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts and all those fellas. Still in LA. Right? Dodgers had to be the favorites.
They have to be coming out of this. I mean, how do you even argue that?
Because even Shohei as a batter is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Like, you just probably got the best.
And then you don't
DH
have
in
to
all
worry.
baseball.
Then you don't have to worry. Well, even as a fielder, right? And then you have to worry about him playing, or you have to worry about finding a pitcher as a free agent in 25 because you have one coming in that's going to run out the rest of the time.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
It's
Absolutely unbelievable.
It's brilliant. It's well done.
And we're dummies because we're like, oh, he said if they got out, they took a meeting, it was going to take him off the list, and blah, 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 blah. And the Dodgers came out and said they took him on a thing.
Yeah, but did you hear it? Did you hear that? That's why, because he was willing to sign for $600, but he made it that much more expensive because they did leak it.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So
I did hear that. Well, that's funny. That the San Francisco Giants offered the same deal, but they wouldn't take the stipulation. That's how he got the stipulations for the different payouts and for the the leadership.
I gotta
buyout.
say, Shohei has got to be one of the most intelligent people when you think about it.
100%.
That whole entire restructuring, everything like that. It's like you're going to get your money. It doesn't matter, but you just want to win.
Yeah.
Intelligent.
Yeah.
Absolutely intelligent.
Yep.
Plus, on top of that, I didn't think that any team out in the East had a chance against him, really, to get him. Because it's like, where would you rather stay? You'd rather stay on the West Coast because you know that more people from Japan can fly over to the West Coast easier than.
I think it became a comfort thing for him.
That too.
Also,
Look, does he
right?
even have to move? He doesn't have to move anywhere. It's like his
he's
house is
staying
there.
He's staying in the same spot.
Yeah, it's easy, and yeah. I mean, when I heard that he took the meeting with the Dodgers, I'm like, why are we talking about anybody else?
Yeah.
And then Toronto media doing what Toronto media does, going crazy.
Shit in bed.
I'm telling you, like, it's amazing that we managed to re-sign Austin Matthews. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Considering how bad we do things there. It's like, because we're just so desperate. That's the thing. We want championships. And then we become these really intrusive, just like,
You guys are Tommy Boy trying to sell brake pads.
What?
You guys are like Tommy Boy trying to sell
That's it. Yeah.
Speaking of Tommy Boy trying to spell brake pads, Sean, talk to me about the NHL season. What's been going on
Have
there?
you been checking it out?
Nope. There's too many other things going on.
No, there's not enough things going on. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, you
How
say that,
dare
I
you?
say
How
no.
dare you? Anyways, though, so you have Austin Matthews right now leading the league in goals, okay? Austin Matthews on tear. Actually, if you could do me a favor, though, let's see what the score last night was. Unfortunately, there was the Thursday night game, so I didn't
Oh, the Seattle
pay
Kraken game?
attention. No,
It was
looking
7-1,
at-
actually.
For the Crack?
Yeah, 7-1.
Okay.
7-1.
But I
They
was
won
looking at-
7-1.
I was looking at the Leafs against the Canucks, I believe.
Oh, they
last night.
lost.
They did?
Oh, I'm just guessing.
Pull that up there, you silly. Listen, the Leafs are on a mini winning streak. I thought maybe they can get their website up because they might have 3
Not
Ws
anymore,
in a
they're
row.
not.
Yeah. Did they lose last night?
5-6 to the Blue Jackets.
They let play the Blue Jackets last night.
Yep.
Was it an overtime game?
It was.
Okay, we got a point. So we
Dumbest thing ever.
So the thing is that we smashed on the Rangers 7-3, right?
Spent all your goals on the Rangers.
Yeah, that's basically it. But the thing is that you have a look at the record. They're still, I think, in third right now in the Atlantic, so they're doing okay.
Out of
all those teams, they say
third in the Atlantic. How many teams in the Atlantic?
So we have.
No, you're gonna name it. How many teams in the Atlantic?
Well, I have to name them. That's the only way I can remember them.
Isn't it 4?
No. It's much more than that.
5?
No, much more than that. So you got Florida, Tampa, Boston, Toronto, Montreal, Detroit, Buffalo, Ottawa. Yeah.
For the record, folks, Sean needed 8 fingers to count to 8. And also, 8 is much more than 5.
Anyways, the Leafs are getting it together, but you know.
Wait.
Leafs are getting it together. What do you think of Patrick Kane signing right now with Detroit?
I don't know. I have you know me.
No,
not until after
Detroit
Christmas.
looks okay with Patrick Kane in the lineup. They've been winning some games.
You know, I'm not talking hockey till after.
Well, it doesn't
the
matter.
Super
You
Bowl.
can talk. You can not talk. The thing is,
I'm just
you
telling
cannot
you.
sit there and sit. You can't sit there and say that Toronto's a piece of poop team when you have one of the best natural goal scorers right now on that team. What do you think of
didn't say
Ovechkin's?
that.
What do you think of Ovechkin's? His goal-less streak right now. I think it was at 10 games. It might be going beyond.
I think that he's old. What else do you want me to
64
say?
goals. 64 goals away from breaking Wayne Gretzky.
But he can't get one off.
Unfortunately, this year, I don't even think he gets 20 goals this year.
I mean, there's a lot of games left. He could get hot.
How do you figure this?
Because he has before. That's how it works.
That's how it works. He is a streaky goal scorer.
That has before, right? That's just the way it works, brother.
He is a streaky goal scorer.
Streaky goal.
Now, what do you think of Draymond Green getting ejected, getting suspended?
I think it's past due. I think the guy needs help. I don't, this screams of immaturity to me. That he was just trying to press the line to see where it was.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
He's a habitual line crosser.
Yeah. And they just need to draw, he just wasn't responding to the lines that were being drawn. He kept crossing them over, and so they just, I'd be interested to see what the get back is for him to come back together. And definitely is a really harsh word.
Yeah.
Because they had a 10 game they could have given him, and they didn't give him a 10.
So it's beyond 5. It's beyond 10 probably.
Yeah.
It definitely could mean sometime in the new year.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because 5 even puts you right now, 5 puts you into the new year.
Yeah.
It's 25.
Wow.
Right? I mean, John Morant was indefinitely, and it became 25.
That's true.
They go to counseling and do all these things, and we're in season now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You ever think about, you go to counseling twice for your anger management issues?
No.
Or whatever it is. You got to go for a while.
That's exactly
How many weeks are you going to go?
Yeah.
4 weeks?
Yeah.
You play 3 games a week, right? It's 12 weeks, 12 games.
And I say 1 month is not enough.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's logically speaking, he might be done for the year.
It's a possibility. We don't see him until the playoffs.
You stack all of the incidences up.
Yeah.
Right? Even like Steve Kerr was talking about last night, you go back to the Jordan Poole punch last year, Draymond has been on a different path with his, egregiousness of fouling people.
Yeah.
And I like the Rudy Gobert choke because I just don't like Rudy Gobert. But again, cross the line, right?
Dude, that was a legitimate chokehold.
Yes. You know what I mean? He just has taken on there's something going on with Draymond.
You see Rudy Gobert's face too, and he's getting choked. What's going on?
Yeah. Rudy's soft as shit because you got them long. You could have done something about that.
Well, he's from France.
I know. That's fine. Damn frog. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Yeah. I have to agree with you. It's going to be a long time. But on other things, so LA wins the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
And they're pretending like it's the greatest thing.
They hung a banner.
It's so silly.
They hung a banner.
It's so
Sean,
silly.
They sprayed champagne
silly.
on themselves.
It's so silly. It's in-season championship.
Yeah.
Is this it? This is the heights now? Is that it? You hung? Yeah. When I saw they hung a banner, I almost spit my drink out.
It made me hate the tournament. You know, last week we talked about how much I love the tournament.
Yeah.
That made me hate the tournament.
I know, me too, because it's just like, really? Really?
I did love, though, like that some of the rivalries have spoiled over a little bit. I don't know if you saw the dust up between Indiana and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So there's some bad blood there now between the two.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That makes the season more fun.
Absolutely.
It's the Lakers being the Lakers at the end of the day, right? We can just be
It's
honest
so
about that.
true. Like, guys, you still got to win the NBA championship. Yeah. Like, you guys treating this like mission accomplished. It's like, it's so short-sighted.
Yeah, someone said to me the other day that they saw that the championship should be held in MSG. I think that's cool.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It just makes me want to just hate the Lakers even more. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's
dumb.
like, oh my gosh.
They're dumb.
You hung a banner. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They're just not going to change.
I'm sorry. Hey, Cameron Kinley. I'm sorry about all this. I am slamming the Lakers right now.
He's not sorry at all.
Yeah.
We can talk all about it.
Absolutely.
You should be upset too. I'll tell you this. If you're a Lakers fan, you should be upset. You know why? Because they're tarnishing greatness.
To even treat
Kareem would never. Neither would Magic. Byron Scott is rolling over in whatever coaching grave he's living in. Michael Cooper's punching cars. If James Worthy cared, he'd be kicking someone's fender in.
But Magic Johnson's complicit with this. When you think about it, he's the owner.
He's making money.
He's hanging a banner.
Magic has a second chance on life. Okay? Magic thought he had a death sentence.
Yeah, true.
And now he's healthy again. Yeah. He's a survivor.
He is. But I'm just saying he is complicit on it when you think.
Notice I didn't say Magic was upset.
Yeah.
Them other guys was upset. And then them other guys was real happy that Magic was at the All-Star game, just Isaiah Thomas. So don't miss that either. And no one said Magic was a great teammate. It's a story from their conversation. Sean.
Hey.
Let's do a one-on-one. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first. Because you gave us dead air last week. So.
I know. I won't do it this time, though.
Yeah.
You could put any two people in a cage match.
Uh-huh.
Who do you match and why?
Any two people in a cage match?
Yeah.
And I have to figure out the stipulations for this.
No, it's a cage match, right?
Yeah.
This is like they just fight to the death. How about that?
To the death, or the way that a cage match works, my friend?
Sure.
Do you know how a cage match works?
I mean, I know how my cage match works. You tell me how your cage match works.
Well, cage match is whoever can escape the cage.
Sure.
That's how you win.
Okay, let's do it that way.
Yeah. So that's how you win.
Yep.
Okay.
Who wins?
So So first off, if I'm going to lock two people into a cage match, I think it's going to be Travis Kelce.
And?
Yeah.
Just Travis Kelce by himself.
Yeah, that's it. He's taking on himself. I don't think. Why can't I think of her name right now?
Taylor Swift?
Yeah. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Because you know that the other boot's going to drop here, and then an album's going to come out, and then somebody's going to be Jaden and Hurt, and, you know. So, yeah, that's my cage match. That's the stipulation as to why, too. Because she's about this. She's about to dump Travis. Travis was a good fling for this year. You know, but she needed some material to write a new album.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. That's a weird match to see fought, but okay.
And I say Taylor Swift wins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Travis is too much of a gentleman to do anything like that. Travis would never. You don't want that smoke.
No. Taylor Swift
The
wins.
platinum album she writes if he beats her to cage match? She'll write the greatest Christmas song of all time. He'll hear that shit in his sleep for the entire month of December until he dies.
Listen, it's going to be Monkey goes for coconuts, okay? That's how she wins. It's like straight up.
Yeah. Sorry, Trav.
And then off the cage like that.
Sorry, Trav.
Oh, that was a good question. All right, I got one for you now. All right. So, if we were to take the two most hated athletes that you cannot despise. What sort
That
of
I cannot
fate-
despise?
Yeah, I mean, you do despise.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
that was terrible English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Two athletes you despise. What fate would you put them in for a fight?
Oh, it would be Bobby Hurley and Christian Leitner, and they would fight in a dismembering chamber.
All right, why do you dislike these two?
They played for Duke.
That's the only reason why?
Yep.
There's no other. No, nothing else.
No other reason.
Okay. All right, I
I'm
like
not alone in this.
I like it.
Yeah.
You're not alone in this. I asked you. Who are you bringing in here?
I know, I'm telling you. Like, I'm not alone.
Who are you bringing in
Yep.
here? You have to bring in justification for your picks? I don't understand.
No, I'm just telling you. Like, you said why, and I just told you why. And you said that's it, and I'm just telling you.
Well, yeah,
It's all anyone needs.
Yeah, which makes me really sit there and go to myself, man, if you were a world leader, I'd be very, very wary of what I'm doing to make sure that you're appeased at all times. I think you would be a brutal dictator, Brad.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't let this big heart fool you.
Oh, man. Can you believe it?
It's hard as big, but it beats slow, kids.
There we go.
With that, kids, remember, be good or be good at it.
Hey, righto.